Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch, and if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me, and this is the negotiation game. Your advanced fixed capitals with true random dice, with alliances, no fog, no blizz, no portals. I'm in the second seat playing as purple. We have a pretty perfunctory Gascony cap, which can work if I don't have to deal with Robot. Go Istanbul. I'd rather have Gascony than Istanbul. Multiple turn play, though. Istanbul gets this turn one, notably. Unless black takes it. Or not black, green takes it, but I actually think green should take it. Good argument for green going like this turn one. Pop, 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 because that means they take the bonus they're capped in. After that, black being on the other side is good. That cap guards Orient. Oh, I can take a turn one France here. But it would require the consent of white. We'll see what white says. What about that? Where do you think black's going to go? Terrible cap? I accept. Okay. I absolutely accept. I'm soft to you. You're not soft to me, so white hopefully lets me take France. Hopefully. Okay. Green just ensures that they take a turn 1 +4, which is quite good. Force the 2 to capital. Force the 6. Splits the 6. Sure. All right. Let's just not worry about green side of the board. Move nice and slowly. And guard out just a little too. White can now move behind their capital. I lock off my cap to the board. Okay, next. I was worried he was going to roll the black 5. Okay, white's going to be off bonus. Ooh, yeah, white's going to be off bonus. Yeah, true random. You got true random, son. I don't think I risk my capital for a second bonus. I think I come in off the 2 line. So I expect to see blue go pop, pop, and hopefully be a problem for green before they're a problem for me. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to say, hey, do you want to be friends? So I'm going to try and hit this territory here. They can forward it in if it connects. They just rolled a 4v2. Okay, gives their cap a 5. All right, now we offer. I'm going to be coming down this way. I don't want to have to worry about you. But I am going to have to hit your 2. Okay, what is black up to with their terrible cab? I mean, not as bad as Sevastopol, but... Oh, okay, just clean steps off. Sure, do I have access to that? I don't even want it. I don't even want it. Sun's Fall. That cap is just... Oof. Oh, yeah. We lose 7 on it, too. Holy fuck. 4 yellow. My opponents are getting some rough dice. Yeah, now green can go next to them and take the second +4. Green is guarding. Blue didn't accept, which is bad. Okay, they do. They just now accept. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to attack his territory. This goes down. It takes a second +4. No. That was unexpected. Green works on Germany. Whoa. Okay. Do nice and slow. Leave our cap in 8 if we can. 7 should be fine, but... Extra slow clicks at the beginning of the game. Look like we're a bit of a noob. Nothing to worry about here, guys. We don't finish. White finishes Great Britain this turn, unless we get terrible luck. Does blue snipe the black cap? Okay, green quits. Whoa. Guess they had to go. All right. The only guy who has initiative on me and has a great middle position has just vacated the middle of the board. Wow. All right. Let's occupy that then. Do we think black involves themselves against white? Yeah, I know. I'm surprised as well. Wouldn't have expected. Green had a great open so far. And what does black do? Black immediately accost white. Yes, they do. Poor white. Ugh. They steal Iceland. Of course they do. That's what you would do if you have Suns fall. All right. Yeah, white's like, why? Are you dumb? Are you a dumb head? Yeah, I know. I feel you, white. Got a little unlucky, and now getting rammed by a dope. I want to work with yellow here, assuming they even know how alliances work. Nah, I don't need to worry about yellow. Yellow appears to have no ability. I'll put it in dinner greedy so that anyone break my bonus, I can reciprocate. But I don't actually have to take any sort of action. Right? This is a reciprocal guard. So if Romania, Bulgaria, or Greece gets broken, I can attack off the line. It also threatens to take the green cap, which I'm totally going to do. Rolls a 3. Yo, man, white dice are shit. Sorry, white. Oh, God. Please don't break me. You don't need a card that bad. Just chill. Oh, my God, he's going to do it. He's manually a 3v2 to get a card. That means he's going to break me. Don't do it, man, please. He doesn't break me. Okay, that's a good idea because you want me loyal. You want me on your side. Black's wasting his time with you. Now, blue probably attacks me, but let's see. They did accept the alliance, and I haven't threatened them at all. Yeah, love you too. I know you need me. I know you need me. I know your situation. That's not a break, is it? Wouldn't double break me, blue. And okay, that's 1. And that's 2. I still have a +4. You're not going to have anything. Okay, blue goes to war with me. I can't help you, white. You're on your own, sir. To guard. Sure. Wait for a set. I'm trying to break on the 6 line. We can come in on this way. Might be the right way if I get good dice. If I get bad dice, though, it takes a fucking +8. Crazy, it's gonna get away with murder. Yellow and black might be in cahoots. All right, so what am I gonna get? What's my best odds? Yeah, I mean, just roll 10-3 or make sure we get the break. I think I think ensuring the break is the smarter play. So this looks like a better odds line. Nice. Yep. Okay. Manualing here gives us deniability. We can stop at any time. Fuck. We break blue. We also try to get our bonus back. We don't have cards on 4. Okay. But blue can't really get to our actual bonus. So now he's at disadvantage. I have more troops. Yeah. White stays loyal. Fuck, man. I love you, White. Yeah. This is net good for yellow and black, though. Okay, what do you do? Stop hitting me. Just stop. Just stop hitting me. Move the 10 out of the bonus. No, he moves to guard. All right. Understood. Understood. Oof. It's about time for black to get some bad days. Yeah, and yellow's going to start with +8. So I'm going to steal the green cap here. It's crazy good for yellow. Don't do that. Oh, no. They go for Italy right on my border. For the alliance here. If yellow breaks me, I'm actually going to lose to blue. He's just going to take an unguarded bonus, right? Oh, no. He's guarding it. See what you did, blue? You let this guy have fucking +12. Yeah. Yellow's playing well all of a sudden. Oh my god. My dice are ass. Not existing between yellow and blue is a good thing. Oh my god, poor white, man. Holy shit. Yeah. Well, we've both... There's been a lot of, like, really fucking crazy dice this game. So, does blue want to continue to feed the game to fucking yellow? We offer again before his turn. Do you want to continue to feed the game, you dumb bastard? My bet is yes. We're seeing the 6 light up. Yep. My bet is yes. Okay. Fair enough. The war will continue. And yellow didn't accept? Yeah, yellow did not accept. So blue accepted but immediately betrayed. Oh, he's guarding but letting me hold. He's guarding out but letting me hold. Okay. We take Africa here. I want blue to have a border with yellow. An argument could be made to take the middle cap, but blue's got to be scared of yellow. Yeah, what does the 17 do? The 17 takes the 5 cap. You just handed this guy the game, Blue. You fuck. You fucking dumb fuck. It goes into Russia. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let that be a blue problem. Guy wants to break fucking everybody. I'll let that be a blue problem. And in the least confrontational territory possible. But I am going to take Africa. And that way I won't have to waste my fortify. So this territory again reciprocates a break from yellow or from blue, but it does not threaten either. Blue's got to be not only worried about me anymore, but also worried about yellow. Unless they're just a dolt, complete moron, which they might be. So far they've fed yellow a massive advantage. Although I somehow have more troops. I guess I'm holding my own. All right, and white finally quits this game. Unfortunate. White's had a bout of bad luck. White's cap is quite good for my position. I'd much rather be fighting on the west. Yep, okay, and we bought out. I'm curious to see if it's still 3 minutes on the clock. 17 and a quarter. Should be 20 minutes and a quarter in that we get the MIA, as opposed to the guard now. Does it hit the 5? And steal the black capital here? Black can't really reciprocate that at all. Or do I rather have the green capital? I think I'd rather have the green capital. Or capital, but it's 5 troops instead of 1. I mean, I have to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but only one's a capital sack. Okay, he goes in. Yeah, this makes more sense. Goes into Russia. Does he actually go into yellow? This would be suicidal, but I'd enjoy watching it. Loses 11 on a 3. Okay, black says somebody has to deal with this guy. Beats on. Gonna move the 10 off. Hook it around the other side. That 17 cap guards me. 10 for yellow. Now yellow's at war. Now yellow's at war with black. Yellow can snipe the black cap. Will I accept the blue truce? I don't think so. I think blue is... With yellow being occupied, I think blue is absolutely going to fuck around again. Yeah, yellow gets the black cap here, but probably doesn't hold it. This is why you don't fucking break my bonuses. Just easier for me to block you. You can exterior block in Greece, I'll exterior block in your fucking bonus, you loser. Now what? Laugh in your face. You gonna put a 16 at me? Take a turn to move. Maybe get this way. Very expensive. And now what, blue? Yeah, now what? Takes the green cap. I actually think that's the best move here. And fort to it. Yeah, and fort to it. Take your 10 and move. He wants both. Okay, fine. So black and yellow are at war. That's good for me. Now I have advantage. I will try to hold advantage. Yellow's 9 cap or 9 sack on me in Sardinia is my only is my weakest point. Does black quit here? End up in a 3-player game, me, yellow, and blue. Black didn't realize that antagonizing a guy who's been strong all game was going to... Blue says we're allies now. This is a lie. Blue does not mean it. We've gone back and forth now too much for me to ever forgive. Yeah, sure. You attack yellow. If you attack yellow, I'll attack yellow. Actually, it's in my best interest to attack yellow. I'm going to run up the 9. But blue will have to reciprocate. We don't want yellow. Yellow appears to suck, though, so... I bet you blue's trying to antagonize... They're trying to get me into war with yellow? You agree? Yes? Hold our bonus structure. A lot of troops. Blue needs to follow through here. Also, I just dedicate my resources to killing you. I would have, if you don't attack yellow, I'd happily throw this game to give you lowest. So good luck. Yeah, sets. Does attempt to break. All I needed. All right, blue gets second. Kill green for 2 cards? He is going to kill green. That's expensive. Great. Well, unfortunately for yellow, I think yellow's just a noob, right? And green has, or blue has the ability to talk to me, and I'm surprised. I wouldn't have thought I would have been able to forgive this guy, frankly. But all right, 24 minutes now. Yeah, so it is still 10 minutes on the clock, eh? Wow. Okay, we've lost white. White locks in lowest. Feel bad for white. I think white doesn't suck. I think they just got really bad dice this game. I think blue made a deal with the devil, frankly. I don't think there's any sort of way that... any sort of way that I can put myself in a vulnerable position from here. Take Italy this turn. And get a set. Break me? Does break me. Rats. I lose a +4. It was expensive for him, though. Still take Italy this turn. DJ Alpha. Blue got 15. Blue the type of dope. Ooh, blows it on the cap. Blows it on the cap. Yes. Excellent. You do get second, blue. Or black to go in my game. I like how this game went. Q&A question. Folks, get your questions asked and answered on the show. Come on down to the Kill Pete Strategy Discord and throw them in to the Q&A thread. And today's question is from Caleb, the wizard. Hello, Caleb. Background. Hey there, Pete. About 2 years ago or so, I recall you having a very strong take on how to punish criminals. Capital punishment versus the rehabilitation cost. Utilitarian, net good, 50 cents for a bullet. I recall there was also an update to the video where you outline that you don't trust the government as it stands, and thus do not trust them with fairly executed capital punishment per crime system. Question. In what situation would you trust the government to perform capital punishment? Example A, a government run via direct democracy, elected via tiered voting. Would basic necessities have to be in place first? Clarification. This question might be too big to discuss on the show. The philosophy channels might be better. Feel free to not address this. Yeah, no worries. I like talking about philosophy. So this is a philosophical question. We're not actually making legal policy. So now I can just ensure that we get to win this game. Let's just lock this game down. Okay. So, yes, my thoughts on this have evolved over time for sure. The situation as I see it is that our current incarceration-based system has a rehabilitory element and a punitive element. And I'm sure there's a lot more on this because I don't pretend to be an expert. Is this blue quitting now? Blue realizes what he's done. Yeah, we'll miss you too. So yellow gets second. The punitive element I don't really think of as all that useful. If we think of punishment as a deterrent to action, there is a lot of good evidence to suggest that it does not do a very good job at that. However, if we think of rehabilitation as a public health issue, how would we go about educating and mitigating harm for those who step outside the legal bounds? Okay, and those are the questions there. The other part of the question is, would I trust the government to have capital punishment? Capital punishment is efficient, right? If it is used efficiently, it is brutally efficient, right? We are eliminating the bad actors from the system in a very permanent way. So, obviously I'm not going to let you have anything yellow. So in what way would that be a good and in what way would that be an ill for society? And I think obviously it's both. I don't think efficiency is the number one thing we should seek. I think compassion is also part of it, but more importantly, think we just reef into yellow this turn, don't we? Let's make yellow die. Good game. Let's put the 8 out. And the reason I wouldn't trust the government to have the... But the reason I don't trust the government to have the monopoly on violence that it does have is the means by which it is chosen, right? The government is chosen consistently by popularity, by the poorest quality possible means, right? Representatives, even if they could represent you and they earnestly wanted to, which that neither are true, but even if they could and did, they are not chosen by a mechanism of bona fide job criteria, right? So we should be completely unsurprised that we get the lowest quality government possible, always, as a rule. I don't find this one surprising. Can't imagine you guys do either. On blue now, we are in a 1v1. So the idea that I would trust the poorly run, inefficient, bureaucratic organizations, elected representatives, to determine whether or not I have the right to exist, that's an obvious no for me. But the other side of it is that I see incarceration, long-term incarceration, as equally cruel. And that might just be a personal opinion, because I am a person who values not just the quantity of his life, but the quality. I think most people don't think of it in these terms, but I'm assuming that you're dead. You're dead, Blue. Like, there's no not being dead for you. You die here. An unfree life is no life at all. That's kind of how I think about it. And more as I watch our freedoms decay, you know, I see myself living in what is effectively like a prison. So I'm very scared of the future in that regard. At least as far as it has to do with freedom. But that's a bit too far off the topic. So to bring it back to the point, if there was a way for the legal system to be just, then I think it's an obvious yes, right? For us to at some point determine that, in a utilitarian sense, that the value of a life is just too expensive. The value of a life that isn't contributing and isn't even intrinsically rewarding for the person living it has to be mitigated against the cost, the tremendous cost of maintaining a system of what is essentially torture from my perspective. And I know that's a lot of thoughts at once. I think that's what you asked for, Caleb, so you can run with that and do with it what you will. Thank you for asking. Ultimately, I don't think we can break down the value of life into such a neat box. Right? That would be easily understood. Let's see if he reacted in any way. Thanks for the game, man. Sucks to suck, I guess. Got him. So blue's an intermediate, right? Blue's a beginner intermediate. I think white could be higher. I think white's the only one who's higher. I think yellow's a novice, black's a novice. Green also could have been good, and they just had to go. Now green's a beginner, white's an expert. Yeah, white was the highest ranked player in this game. I'm not surprised, and yeah, I'm not actually surprised by black at beginner. I'm not surprised by blue at intermediate. I am surprised by yellow at intermediate. I figure that play, Cappy and Sevastopol, is a novice play that you learn once not to do. But there we go. Yeah, so that was a difficult question, Caleb. I'm glad that you asked it. I'm happy to try and answer difficult questions from time to time on the show. And yeah, it's safe to say that like my opinion isn't a strong one. It isn't made up. I haven't made up my mind on an issue. I think we crave, not me, myself, but I've noticed that people crave, when they ask questions, more definitive answers. And when you ask philosophical questions, you tend to get more broad. Well, at least from you tend to get more broad. Well, here are the issues. Here are the relevant parts of the issues, and I can digest it. But I'm not going to sit here and say, side A is 100% black and white correct, and side B is 100% black and white wrong. And I think that is where so much of this type of discussion goes off the rails. The reality is much grayer, as it always is. Thank you for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Got a nice quick win. Hope you found it fun, entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me. I have a daily show on 2 channels, Kill Pete Strategy and Free Pete. You can subscribe to both. If you like the video, throw me a like. Costs you nothing. And if you want to cost yourself something, I'm setting up premium additional bonus content on the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. So you can check all that out. If 2 shows a day simply aren't enough, Pete, there's more. There's always more. I love you. Thank you. And for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.